Hello guys, welcome once again to Think Tank TV. So I've got a message for you from Peter Obi. But before I play that video for you, I'd like you to listen to a very short story of mine. It was exactly about 1 year ago, last year Easter like this. My fiancé came to me and was like, babe, what's up now that it's weekend and it's Easter? Why don't we make something for the weekend and for the Easter? I was like, that's a great idea. So what do you want to make? What do you intend, or what do you plan to make? She said, let me make a pot of stew so that some of my friends can come around on Easter Sunday and we're going to sit down and hang out. I was like, okay, so what is it going to cost to make a pot of stew? And she was like, 50k. I was like, really? 50,000 naira just to make a pot of stew? Wow. So in my mind, I was like, maybe she's up to something. Maybe she wants to do something. Maybe she's trying me. And I was like, okay, let me try her too. I said, I'm going to send you 50,000 naira, and I wired 50k to her to prepare this stew. Guess what? She went to the market, came back with stuffs, and went to the kitchen, singing, happy, and promising that this weekend is going to be so fun. I was also expecting such. I called from my friend that you guys should come around on Sunday. We're going to sit down and we're going to have some fun. Interestingly, that Easter, after service, we came back home and she brought the pot of this stew and the rice she made. So we're all like, the moment I put my spoon in the food to eat the food, gosh, it was pepperish. Like, it was so pepperish that I couldn't eat even a spoon of this food. It was madly pepperish. And I was like, babe, what's going on here? Why do you put all this pepper? She now came back and said, that is the guy that was blending these stuffs in the market. He went and over put so much the pepper that I was supposed to use for something else. He put all of them in tomato and blended all of it. And I was like, are you serious? Guess what? Instead of her to apologize for this, she started forcing us to eat this stew. And I was like, really? Why would they be forcing us to eat this stew? This is exactly what happened. Now, guess what? This story is not about myself. It's not about my fiancé. It's not about any pot of stew. It's about the current situation in Nigeria. It's about what is going on in Nigeria. This is a fictional story to represent what INEC is doing to Nigeria. INEC said, give us 300 billion naira. We're going to prepare a very sound election that will be credible and Nigerians will be happy about. But guess what? When the results of the election came out, what we received was a shamble. And Nigerians are complaining. Not just did INEC come out to apologize, they are forcing Nigerians to take the result. This is exactly what is also happening in the religious field. Now, some religious leaders have come out to say people should accept the result of the election. You guys should accept it as the will of God. Now, hear what Peter Obi's response was to them when they said that this could be the will of God. Listen to this video. I'll be back to also show you Peter Obi's Easter message for you.
All right, I'm glad you talk about to remain prayerful and to remain calm. And the reason I say this is that some prominent Nigerians, church leaders, traditional rulers, and high net worth stakeholders are saying that though there are several infractions, the outcome of the election is the way God wants it, and it should be allowed. So on one hand, you are saying remain prayerful and calm, but we'll still go to court. Others are saying for the peace of Nigeria, remain prayerful, calm, and accept this as God's will. What do you have to say to that?
Well, I'm very respectful to prominent Nigerians, especially church leaders, traditional rulers, and all that. And I remain very respectful to them. And I think they should be respected for what they represent in our society. But I disagree with them. What they're actually preaching is the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria is accepting wrongdoing, accepting what is unacceptable. That is using God's name in vain. That's not what God said. God said, do not use my name in vain. So what they're saying is not God's wish. It is not God's plan for Nigeria. So why don't we accept that the 133 million Nigerians who are poor is God's wish? Why don't we accept that 95 million Nigerians living in absolute poverty is God's wish? It is God's wish that we don't have electricity. It is God's wish that our children are kidnapped. It is God's wish that we have collapsed primary health care, leading us to be the country with the highest infant mortality. It is everything happening is God's way, not what God says. No. God's wish is when you do the right thing. And in in the end, it is done. This election was predicated and planned, and we have clear laws about the conduct of the election. If it was followed, if these results were uploaded from the booth, polling unit, like they said, to the server and everything, we won't be here, we won't be talking about it. It would have been concluded in a matter of hours without anybody arguing about it. But it is not God's wish that you do the wrong thing. It is not God's wish that you go and rob a train and make money and start sharing it. It is not God's. This is what is killing the country. People come here, take public money, and then go and give it to people in the church and treasure, and they say it's God's wish, and start giving them title in the church, title in this. That is what we are fighting. That's what we want to stop. We want God's wish to be truly God's wish. And that is when we do the right things and God gives his blessing. What we are doing now is why they come. What do you tell the young ones growing up? That is God's wish that you steal? That is God's wish that you conduct a wrong election? So tell me the difference between those of us who are doing this and the armed robbers. What is the difference between us and the train robbers? Let's be sincere with ourselves. That's why it's God's wish that somebody came to your station and said he knows a governor who have 22 billion naira stacked, and nobody's asking about him. But we are stopping young people who are carrying computer and questioning them and calling them names. That's not God's wish. God wishes something better. What I want is God to allow us to do the right things so we can start building a better country for our children.
You've seen it, right? So this is exactly what is happening in our nation. Now, let's delve into the tweet Peter Obi tweeted to Nigerians today, Easter Sunday. If you're new to our station, do well to subscribe and turn on all notifications so that you can be notified when we put out informative and interesting content like this. Alright, so here's Peter Obi's tweet for the Easter to all Nigerians. He said, on the occasion of Easter, the celebration of the risen Christ, I wish all Christians a happy celebration and pray that the message and blessings of the resurrection will remain with us. This was from the verified Twitter handle of Peter Obi. Thank you so much for joining us, and do well to subscribe to our station, like the video, and we're going to be continually here to serve you.